the Miami Hurricanes and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right on the money. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Under fire. Lets it fly on the move. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Cobb. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. They'll go right back to the run. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the 1st down. Now they have a decision to make on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
The sure hands, it's Cobb. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Mensa. under fire. A strike downfield. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's inside the 40. The 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. The run inside. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Connection to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Brown will throw it. Got his man. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Number 22 sets a kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be calling a hot route. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Nimrod. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch.
Maybe a crease. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Gets it out quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Brown will throw it. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. See what they dial up on first and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. Got a wide open receiver. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone. It's Compton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Mensah. Here's a heat. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running the read option to the left. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. So 1st down will open up the final period. The play-action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Auburn lines up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in cover.
Time running out, and he goes down And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Throwing, Mensah. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. He's your kind of offense, Palmer.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets into the 25. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but led him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Canes will send out the punt unit. They boot it away. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab for a big play. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him...
Throws toward the end zone. Makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Got a little grass. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Play action with Underwood. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Marsh. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Going for the big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Ready. Kill. 180, race car. 180, race car. Put hard.
He'll run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Williams fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Williams. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Williams looking for a man. Got it. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. He's got it, and he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to fire deep. Complete in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.